Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the awful lighting. It is 9 p.m. right now, but I wanted to start this video. So as you can tell by the title, it's kind of a bit of a different one. I've been in a huge reading slump, like one of my biggest reading slumps ever, and it kind of sucks. So I want to try and get out of it because I miss reading. I've also been sick since before Halloween, and I've been to the doctors and they didn't say anything. Let's get started. So my first step in getting over my reading slump was going book shopping, because who doesn't love book shopping? I like book shopping more than I like reading. Here are the books I got. These two I did not get. The first book I got is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the last book in the Chestnut Spring series, and I really wanted to get the mirror cover so bad. I'm honestly not super interested in reading this book because it's about Beau, which throughout the other stories, he has not been my favorite brother, and I've had no desire to read his story. But I picked this one up because I think you have to order it before December 4th in order to get the mirror covers. So random and a little out of my comfort zone, I picked up Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I went to Target yesterday and their books were buy two get one free, which I had no idea. If I knew they were buy two get one free, I would have gotten so many more, but there was no signs saying that. I just saw it when I was checking out, so that was kind of a happy surprise. This is a Peter Pan retelling, but they're darker romances, I'm pretty sure. Then I picked up A Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I am so excited to read this one. I really liked Icebreaker. I liked the book, but it didn't feel like it had a whole lot of a plot. This one seems kind of fun. It takes place at a summer camp, which I wish this came out more towards the summer, but I'm still excited to read it, and I know I like Hannah Grace's writing, so that's nice. And then the last book I got was The Xmas Holidays, and this is just a Christmas book. I have no idea what it's about. These two people are in Scotland and they're exes and they're working together. Anyways, those are the 4 books I have. These are the books I am currently in the middle of. I'm in the middle of 2 books right now. I have Swear on This Life by Renee Carlino and then The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. This one I'm probably 66% of the way in, and I am absolutely loving this book, so I don't know why I haven't wanted to pick it up. It's been a week and a half since I've read a book. So far, the first 66% of this book is definitely a 5-star read for me, so I don't know why I don't want to finish it. I just have no desire to read, none. And then the second book, I started very briefly. I think I literally read the first 20 pages. I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow, but I might want to start a new book. I'm kind of in the holiday mood. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day, and I decided I'm gonna read. It is 10 p.m. at night, and I'm gonna force myself to read a little bit, just to get the ball rolling and to get started. I decided I'm gonna start with this one. I'm just feeling kind of in the Christmassy mood. I do really want to finish the Renee Carlino book, but I'm just not in the mood. It's a romance, which I'm assuming this is too, but this is a holiday romance, so it's different. I'm not in the mood for just a romance. I am on page 2, and it says, I guess her and her ex-boyfriend divided up the furniture that they had, and it says, no point wasting money on storage when I'm going to be a sad 20-something living in my childhood bedroom for the foreseeable future. I'm feeling personally attacked. Okay, I made it to page 14, and I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I am so tired, and I just took NyQuil for my cough, so I think I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe if I put this next to my bed, oh my gosh, my phone is stuck to it. Maybe if I put this next to my bed, I'll read it when I wake up. Good night. It's the next day. I've read more of the book. Currently 10:25. I haven't taken my NyQuil yet. I held off on it so I could stay up and actually read, but I'm still sick, and we're going on week 6 now, week 5. Anyways, it's annoying. But I read a little bit more today. I made it to page 100. I was reading on the treadmill earlier today because I was I want to get some steps in and I want to work out. I don't want to be bored. So I was reading. On my to-do list for tomorrow, I put to read to page 200, not 100. So if it's like written on there, I know I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna want to check it off and I don't want to disappoint myself by not doing it. Anyways, the book is like pretty good so far. I'm thinking maybe a 3 stars. I'm not loving it and I don't care about the characters too much, but you see both POVs, which makes it like a little bit better. The Christmas vibes, I will say, are great, and like the snowy setting is nice. Other than that, like this isn't like the best book ever.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Good morning, afternoon, it's noon. This is the first time I am finally reading and it not being pitch black out and 10 at night. So that's good. I have read 34 pages today, which is like a good start. I'm trying to make like a dent in the 100 pages that I wanted to read today so that I'm not reading it all right before bed and falling asleep while I do it. I was gonna go work out now. I wanted to just like walk on the treadmill for a little bit since I ran yesterday. My like knees are really killing me, honestly. They're bothering me so much. So I want to give my body a bit of a break and just like walk and chill. So I'm gonna walk and read for like 30 minutes, I'm hoping, and then we'll see where the day takes us. It is 10:12 and I am so tired. I walked on the treadmill again just like a little bit ago around like 8, and I did another 30 minutes and read while I walked just because I wanted to get more steps in. And when I sit around all day doing like computer work, I just feel lazy. So I just wanted to like move my body again. And then I've been reading in bed for like a little bit. I got to page 215, so I surpassed my goal for the day, which is great. I might read a little bit more before I go to bed, but I'm not sure because I am tired and I actually want to get up early tomorrow. So far, I'm liking the book a decent amount. It's kind of a long book too. It's almost 400 pages, so I'll probably finish it on Friday. Today's Wednesday. I'm going to my dad's house this weekend, and I want to finish this book before I go because this just like isn't a book I want to read in front of my dad. You know what I mean? I feel like I am getting out of my slump, like just like setting aside time to like actually read and forcing myself to sit down and read has been helping. I'll probably read a little bit more, and I'm watching Fortnite. So those are my plans for the evening. Okay, hi. It is now, oh my gosh, Friday, and I just finished this book. It is 11:22. I'm leaving for my dad's in like less than an hour, so I wanted to just finish this really quickly this morning. I read 75 pages today. Honestly, I was really excited to finish this book. It is way too long for a holiday romance. I don't think holiday books need to be almost 400 pages. Like, that is way too long. And the characters were just so like back and forth towards the end. It was getting a little bit frustrating. So when it finally ended, I was like, thank goodness I have had enough. It was a decent book. I think I give it a 3.5 stars because I still did like it, and it like kind of put me in the holiday spirit a little bit. I'm excited to like read other holiday books. Do I think this book single-handedly got me out of my reading slump? No. I think what is helping is that I'm like setting goals for myself of like pages to hit each day. I am going to my dad's, but whenever we're there, we kind of just like hang out, and so I have a lot of time to read. So I'm bringing these 2 books. Hopefully gonna finish this one and then start this one. A little over 100 pages left of this one, and then I will read this. Those are like my reading plans for the weekend. I'm not going to update you guys while I'm there, but I will when I get home on Sunday. It is Sunday night, and I thought I would update you guys on the reading I did while I was at my dad's. I finished this on Friday. I flew through it. I gave it a 4.75. I feel like I would have rated it a 5 stars if I had read it all like continuously, but I think because it took me over 2 weeks to read, I kind of like lost my momentum and lost my like my care. Like I just kind of stopped caring about the characters, but it was still so good, and I love the ending. So I think this easily could have been a 5 stars, and it was just the way I read it that kind of ruined it for me, which is a bummer. Then on Saturday, I started and finished this entire book. So I read this entire thing yesterday. It's like 306 pages, I think, and it was so good. I gave this book a 5 stars. I just love how like fast pace Frida McFadden's writing is in this little series, and there's a third one coming out. I don't know when, but I am so excited because I will eat these books up. Like, they're so good and so intense, and there's like so many plot twists that I didn't see coming, because I've said this before, when I read thrillers I don't like to figure out the plot because I'm lazy. So I did not see a lot of these twists coming, and it was amazing, so good. Then I started Hooked today. I had my mom pick my next read because I had no idea what I wanted to read, and she picked this one because the cover felt nice. So we're reading Hooked. I am on like page 60 right now. My goal is to get to 100 by the end of the night. It's only like 8 o'clock. It feels so much later because it is so dark out. So I think I can easily get a lot of this done. I read for like an hour on the treadmill today, and I like really like this book so far, and I like am so interested on seeing what's gonna happen. So far in the 60 pages I've read, there's been a lot of like blood. Okay, my battery ended up dying last night before I could finish my thought, and I was too lazy to get up and charge it last night. So it is the next day. It is now Monday, and I guess I've been filming this for a whole week. Anyways, I was talking about this book. I read a little bit more today. I'm on page 150, which is about halfway through. What I was saying is that like our main character like murders people, and the way it is described is like in way too much detail for my liking. It makes me a bit like bleh. And it's also very spicy and descriptive, which I wasn't expecting, but I feel like I could have seen that coming since it is like a dark romance. But it was a little bit off-putting at first. Kind of hoping that I can keep on with like my reading kick. I know I read a lot over the weekend, but that kind of happens anytime I'm at my dad's, so I don't know if that was like me getting out of my reading slump or if that's just kind of what's typical for me. So we will see. I am enjoying this though. Like, the plot is starting to pick up a bit, and I'm interested to see what happens. But we'll see how much I read today. I want to get to page 200, which I think will be doable, but I don't see myself reading too much past that because I stayed up so late last night reading, and I like fell asleep with all my lights on and like my book open and the TV on and everything. And I don't want to do that again, so I am going to read a little bit more.
Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality.
I just got to page 157 in Hooked, and if you know, you know. I did not see that coming. What? That is so sad. I just didn't see that coming. Anyways, I'm gonna go for a run right now, but I'm so excited to get back to this book and read more, so hopefully I can do a lot more reading later, but I just didn't see that coming. It is 9:21 at night, and I just finished my reading for the evening. I've been reading a bit of this in bed, and I think I want to go to bed earlier tonight so that I can try and get up earlier tomorrow, because waking up has been like the hardest thing in the world for some reason, and I don't want to keep starting my days so late. Anyways, I made it to page 250, so I'm hoping that by tomorrow I can finish this and maybe even start a new book. Don't want to get too ambitious. It is so good so far. I'm really liking it, and I'm interested to see where it's gonna go from here. Like, I feel like there have been a lot of like big plot points, it feels like, and so I'm interested to see like what's gonna happen in the last 70 pages. That's all I have for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow when I do some more reading. It is noon, and I just finished Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it yet. I'm thinking like a 4.5 maybe. I really like this book. It was so good. Like I kind of said last night, there's so many like different parts to the plot, and I didn't see any of it coming. Like, it was so exciting. It is a dark romance, so I feel like it's not gonna be for everybody, but I really liked it, and I want to get the second one. I have 10 books coming in the mail tomorrow, and honestly, I kind of want to buy it. I'm gonna buy Scarred because I am really excited to continue this series. I'm so excited. Since it is only noon and I'm sure I will read more later today, I went ahead and picked out my next read. So my next read is gonna be Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is a thick one. These books do fly by so fast. It's 533 pages. We're gonna start it today and I will update you guys on how far I get in this. I finished Hopeless by Elsie Silver. Today is Thursday and I started this on Tuesday, which honestly was so fast for how many pages it was, but I'm so tired I can't even think. I updated my Goodreads and I didn't even realize Hooked was my 100th book of the year. So we just did 101, which is exciting. Anyways, I gave this book a 3.5 stars. I was disappointed. Going into this book, I knew it wouldn't be my favorite because I honestly didn't care that much about Beau. I feel like his character wasn't very prevalent in the other books and he wasn't someone that I was really interested in, especially because he's just like, he was so grumpy in all the other books. Like, I just didn't really care about him. I'm glad I finished it because now I like have this whole series finished, which is nice. But honestly, I don't know, I just feel like this book was like 200 pages too long. I think we could have cut out a lot. It just kind of started to feel repetitive and it was just annoying. Honestly, it was annoying. It was fake dating, fake marriage, I guess, and just like the, oh, I don't know if he likes me part was getting really frustrating. Overall, it was fine. I'm so tired. I like can't even think straight right now. I'm exhausted. Anyways, I think that is all for today's video. I feel like I am successfully out of my reading slump, I hope. I'm scared these holiday books might put me back in a slump because I feel like they can get repetitive and like they're just too long for what they are. So I'm hoping they don't put me back into a slump because that would be a bummer. If you stayed till the end, love and appreciate you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Anything you do helps me out so much and I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys so soon with my next one.